guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. Alright, so, yesterday was the Dragon Ball Battle Hour. Funny title because, you know, it's a stream that was going on all day. I thought it was pretty fun. There was a lot of really interesting things there. There was a really fun Legends segment. You know, Rhyme was a part of that. A bunch of the guys were a part of that. That was cool. Right, Legends showed off a new LF yesterday. We have the super hype Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta character in Fighters. Like, you know, a lot of producers of the different Dragon Ball games were playing, like, Budokai 1 and getting their asses beat by, like, Frieza and Ginyu and stuff like that. Like, a lot of it was fun. I actually really enjoyed the whole thing. Now, I've seen a lot of negativity towards you naughty boys and girls in the Dokkan community. The complaints are a little absurd, okay? Remember, the stream yesterday was for all Dragon Ball games, and I felt like it was very successful. I thought it was really fun. Dokkan had very limited info that they gave compared to the other games, but, like, it's ridiculous to me how fast people will immediately switch. It's like, we're not gonna sit here and act like Dokkan just have the best goddamn celebration of the game's history. 6 years in. Remember that Dokkan is older than Xenoverse 2, which everyone memes, right? Fighters, Legends, like all these main games that were there, Dokkan is older than all of them. So, you know, keep that in mind, right? And then Dokkan, we have the same name update coming very soon, right? So, like, obviously, like, they're not, like, playing around. Like, they're doing a good job. Just because they didn't reveal stuff super early for Saiyan Day here is not the biggest deal in the world. Now, yes, this is around the same amount of time right here. Today is the 7th, obviously. Saiyan Day is next Thursday. This is about the same amount of time between when they showed Pikkon and Janemba, you know, well, Pikkon / Gogeta at Jump Festa, and when they actually released. It was like, well, actually, I can't. What day did Pikkon and Janemba actually release? Because I believe they were shown on like the 18th or 19th, and then Pikkon and Janemba, they were showed like the 25th or 26th. I guess there's a little bit more time this time, but they did actually show some details for that New Year's celebration with Pikkon and Janemba at Jump Festa, and they didn't really do that here for Dokkan and Saiyan Day. But they did sort of give us some preliminary info on what to expect with some other things for Dokkan, right? So let's go and take a look at it. Again, you know, if you go through, like, you've got, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Fighters, you know, there's just, like, all types of different stuff. Like, LF Rose is happening in Legends, right? Scythe Rose, which is going to be super sick. You know, there's this whole, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Gogeta Blue, like, like dramatic finish in Fighters. Like, there's just so much cool stuff. Xenoverse 2 is getting more DLC later this year. Pikkon and God Topo, right? And then I'm actually really excited for this. We're getting basically the Trunks arc. Now this was, dude, this was data mined. I saw this mentioned a long time ago. This was like data mined or something like that. That this was eventually going to be DLC for Kakarot. I'm saying like a year ago or something like that. Like, I saw that they were going to do this, and it did turn out to be true. The data mines. I'm doing a playthrough of Kakarot right now over on 5-9 Gaming, and I'll definitely go through all the DLC. You know, the Beerus Battle of Gods DLC, the Resurrection F, and then now the History of Trunks. So, cool stuff, right? That's pretty much all of it. And then again, like the Dokkan stuff doesn't even really hit here. Because the Dokkan stuff, it's not like, oh, look at this big shiny character coming to Dokkan. It's more like quality of life updates and very small things. So, well, we have a couple of things here. Number one is this version Z. Now, obviously, in order for them to make it so you have to use, like, the same, like, in order to make it so that we're using the same characters, same named characters on teams and stuff like that, it's going to require at least a large, like, database update or something like that. And especially if characters might not be able to link together, like, just being same name. So this version Z right here is probably the same name update. I would say there's a very good chance of that. Now, who knows what else it's going to contain, but just the same name update is pretty massive in terms of what it's actually going to bring to Dokkan. So it's going to be very exciting to sort of see this play out and see what other like sort of like changes and stuff like that might be in there, right? Next, we have the Dokkan Now for Saiyan Day was announced to be on March 16th. So I was actually a little surprised because, I mean, that's like, dude, that's like March 16th. We're going to get the Dokkan Now. I assume the official JP Twitter will probably tweet out whatever the units are or something like that, probably right after the Dokkan Now. And then maybe on the 17th, we'd see the data download, and then obviously the units release on the 18th. I guess that probably would make sense. Again, still no real idea who the Saiyan Day units are going to be. I would think either like maybe a Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku fits the movie theme. Some version of Broly would fit the movie theme as well. And then I also think because we did see the app icon with the base Goku, the Super Saiyan Goku, and then the God Goku, I think a movie hero Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan God Goku would make sense as well, because obviously we don't even have currently a Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan God Goku, right? He doesn't have a Dokkan event. And he's definitely a character that deserves one. And then also, too, remember that with the same name update coming, you know, there is a summonable LR Super Saiyan God Goku, but there's not even a Super Saiyan God, like that God Goku LR is not in movie heroes, right? So that's another big thing to consider, that, like, if they do drop God Goku, I presume he'd be on movie heroes, and he would actually be on movie heroes, whereas the LR God Goku is not. So that's, I guess, a big thing right there. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, I'm probably leaning more towards, I don't know. I mean, Broly, we more so just think Broly because he's very hype. I would probably say I would expect something movie related. Because my assumption is that the Worldwide Download Celebration is going to be movie themed. Probably Blue Gogeta and Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, because they don't have. Someone commented and said, "Why would they do that? There's no attacks left for those characters to do." It's like, oh, don't worry, they could find a lot of stuff to still to do. But remember, there's no standalone Blue Gogeta. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter as much anymore, right? Like, now that the name update is here, like, it doesn't have to be a standalone Blue Gogeta and standalone Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, but they still don't have those characters as standalone versions. So I do expect those characters are going to get standalone versions as well, right? So there we go. You know, Saiyan Day is on the 18th of March, and then of course we have the Dokkan Now on the 16th. Then there's this Baton Battle. Now, you know, it's hard to say exactly what the hell is going on here with this, like, sort of this chibi stuff. Now, a lot of people are sort of talking about this as being April Fools, and it's definitely not April Fools, because they're not teasing April Fools like 4 weeks in advance. Like, it's just not happening, right? This is not like an April Fools type thing. The other thing they did mention here, I've got a okay, yeah, okay. So, characters have kind of been deformed, and it's a function that you could play using the time when you're not playing Dokkan. So, I assume these, like, chibi characters of whatever, like, characters you have, they're gonna be like some grinding, maybe it'd be like adventures in Legends or something like that. Like, that would make sense, right? So, the characters are just gonna be doing stuff, I guess, while you're not actually in the game. I mean, that's fine. This is, I guess, a common thing that a lot of these gacha games do, like an adventure type system to constantly have you, like, logging in and logging into the game repeatedly throughout the day, right? So, I would not be surprised if this ends up just being very similar to, like, an adventure type system. I saw people talking about, oh, maybe it'll help us with links, and it's like, Doug, I'm telling y'all, like, the way the link level update system is exactly as they intend it. Like, there's not going to be an item to increase link drops or anything like that, or a stage with guaranteed link level updates. Like, it's what the thing that people want, what it actually is the boost. That 3 times per day boost you get, that's the one. You want to make sure to use that, and you're going to get your updated chance to link level and stuff like that, right? So, I mean, we'll see. The other reason, by the way, that this is definitely not April Fool's, like, 100% confirmed is because they did mention that this is coming to JP first, right? This is a JP first thing. April Fool's Day, dude, since, like, 2017 has been both versions at the same time. So, if this was April Fool's Day, they would not have clarified that it's coming to JP first, right? So that right there shows that this is not an April Fool's Day thing. Again, I think this is probably going to be very similar to the Legends adventure system, is probably what this is going to be, right? And that basically covers all of, see, like, people need to stop hyping shit up on Dokkan. Okay, DJ, tell me how the 6-year anniversary worked out for everyone. I think it was pretty good, okay? Tell me how the same name update, which was announced literally 4 goddamn days ago, how was that? I think it was pretty good. Like, it's like Dokkan doesn't announce the Saiyan Day unit, and then, oh my god, Dokkan is the worst game ever. Oh, we're starving out here. It's like, no, we're not starving, actually. They just gave us the goddamn same name update 3 days ago. Remember that Xenoverse 2 news from 3 days ago? Or the Kakarot news from 3 days ago? Like, relax. Okay? Let's chill. It's gonna be okay, right? Listen, no matter what, the Saiyan Day unit is dropping on the 18th. It was like this on the 4th of March. It's like this today on the 7th of March. And then the unit is coming out on the 18th of March. Like, nothing about that has changed, right? So everyone can relax with that stuff. Nonsense. All right, so the update, right? Here's, I guess, one thing that might be a little bit disappointing for global players is that it looks like the same name update is not going to be coming to, well, I guess we don't know for sure, but it's probably not going to be coming to global at the same time, and it's probably not related to Saiyan Day, right? Like, a lot of us were kind of looking like, oh, could this be related to Saiyan Day? Seems as though it's probably not going to be the case, because global has a monster maintenance coming up, and all it's just going to do is this update, which JP got back in, like, December. So this is, like, oh, so annoying. When you put characters in chain battle, you can't, like, awaken them, reverse them, and stuff like that. And so, like, literally, like, when chain battle's going on, like the Reddit, my mentions, comments, and everyone's videos are just spammed with people saying, why can't I awaken this character? Why can't I reverse this character? So now Dokkan is actually, like amending that, which is very, very good. Optimize the summon results. Yeah, all they did was make it more painful for whales to summon here, but it pops up and lets you know it's a Dokkan Festival exclusive character. This is actually a really, like, again, for me, this sucks, because now it takes even longer to go through summons, but for, like, most players, like, new players, this is good right here, right? This is going to allow people, new players, to be able to see which characters are good, because the amount of times I've seen someone say, like, oh, like, you know, I used to get, like, I got, like, LR STR Broly when I first started, but I didn't know he was good, so I bobbed him, like, that type of thing, right? Like, now, at the very least, for new players, like, you know, a pop-up like this will show up, and it's like, oh, okay, like, this is, you know, this is one of the better characters, so that's good. Optimize the missions, so they could just sort of show completion for missions, which is fine. Oh, yeah, this, so then you could check the details for giant transformations, very similar to, like, the transformation button and stuff like that. And they just sort of amended the, like the wording for characters that transform. Yeah, again, this is a couple months ago on JP, but again, does not seem as though this is going to be the same name update, so I don't think it's very likely that the same name update will be coming to global at the same time, right? And it's not going to correlate, I don't think, with Saiyan Day either. One thing to keep in mind, again, I feel as though, like, expectations are beginning to go crazy for Saiyan Day. Like, I'm just seeing the community's reaction, like, about, like, the disappointment that the character was not shown. I would like to remind everyone how small the Saiyan Day campaign was last year, right? There wasn't a lot here. Like, we had, you know, the Team Bardock units every single day. That's a bunch of free-to-play units, which is good. We had the Dokkan Fest Bardock and his events. Extreme Super Battle Road was JP only, right? Global just didn't have anything in that spot. You know, so there wasn't really that much to the Saiyan Day celebration. So outside of the big Dokkan Fest character, I wouldn't really overly expect, like, absolute insanity. You know, I think maybe honestly, the celebration does become good just with new, I think, Super Battle Road stages. So maybe if they just drop 10 new Extreme Super Battle Road stages on Global and JP, I think that would be fine. I do think that would be successful. And then maybe we'll say like a Dragon Ball Z Broly, and then I don't know, maybe they could do like an EZA for the Bardock units or something like that. Like that. Outside of like all that, I don't expect too much more to come, right? So let me know what you guys think of all the stuff coming. This Baton Battle, again, which I think is probably very similar to the Legends Adventure system. We have this right here, which is the Dokkan Now on March 16th. That will definitely be where we will see the Saiyan Day unit. March 16th. It'll be interesting to see. I doubt V-Jump. So V-Jump, by the way, always is between the 16th to the 18th, right? Last year, V-Jump showed the first JP celebration of April, which was STR Blue Cow King Goku and LR Krillin. So I would expect V-Jump probably will not show us Saiyan Day stuff if we get that before the Dokkan Now or before like any Saiyan Day stuff is revealed, right? So I would expect V-Jump this month will show us what's coming to JP in April, by the way. I do want to add that in there. And then, again, version Z, this I expect is the same name update because this, like, being able to use characters of the same name is a massive, massive update. So, makes sense that they're not even doing the numbers anymore. It's just now version Z. So, that'll be very interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Again, sure, it's disappointing that, like, they did not show, like, the Saiyan Day character yesterday. But, I mean, people are crying way too hard. I'm not going to baby you guys. Like, stop crying. Okay? Like, the 6th anniversary is incredible. It's going to be just as good, if not better, on Global when Global gets it. The same name update is incredible, and it's going to be just as good when Global gets it as well. Like, sure, maybe they could have shown a character, fine, because all the other Dragon Ball games did. But it's not like Dokkan fans have not been just a buffet smorgasbord of eating in 2021 so far. So it's like it's gonna be okay. We're gonna see what the Saiyan Day stuff is very soon. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.